I don't know. Maybe I got issues. Maybe I'm the one with issues. Hey everybody, Cowboy Jake here, guys. I'm gonna step into Mr. Frank's room here, guys. I'm gonna set y'all down right here. I'm gonna pull up a chair, and I would just like to talk to y'all for just a moment, because is this a me problem? Is this a me problem, or is this a people problem? And I want to know how you handle situations and how you react to things and how you carry on about your day, because I don't think that I'm the same, and I think this might be a me problem. Okay, so here's the thing. If some random person made a rude comment or remark or anything to belittle or to make you look bad or to make you feel ignorant, if anyone did anything like that to you, what would you do? Are you the kind of person that says, that was rude, and you carry on with your day? Are you the kind of person that gets your feelings hurt and you shun away and you go home and you cry later and you're in the shower or in your bed? Or are you the kind of person that no matter what it is, you kind of have to stand up for yourself and you say, hold on, whoa, back up a minute. You're not gonna put me down. You're not gonna make me feel ignorant. You're not gonna belittle me. What kind of person are you? That's what I want to ask you. And what would you have done in this situation? Well, both of these situations, because like I said, now I'm beginning to think, is this a me problem? Maybe. So let me start y'all off with a little backstory here real quick, y'all. So I, Cowboy Jake, I am not a plumber. Okay? I may know the very basics of PVC pipe plumbing. Maybe the basics, okay? But that's okay, because listen to this. Out here in this great big grand world, there's a special group of people who go to school to learn about plumbing. And they're called plumbers, okay? And so whenever an average Jake has an issue with plumbing that he cannot fix himself, the average Jake probably doesn't even try to fix it himself, or the average Jake probably just calls a plumber to begin with. But if the average Jake can't do it himself, he calls the plumber, the man who went to school for plumbing and pipes. He went to school, he couldn't figure out pipes on his own, so he went to school to learn about them, okay? So there's two types of men in this world. Men who know about their pipes and men who have to try to go to school to learn about them, okay? So here we go. So the plumber comes over and he's like some arrogant plumber. He's like, I know about pipes. And so you're an idiot because I know about pipes and you don't. And so let me tell y'all about how our conversation went. You see, this takes us back to the beginning question I had for you. How do you handle this situation? Because here's how I handled it, okay? So keep in mind that this house is pretty old. And there was a new house over here with a brand new septic system placed in it. Okay, so we're gonna run all of our plumbing from this house over to the new septic system. It makes sense. But here's the thing, we still have an old one. And so my question was, sir, why don't we check this one here? Why don't we check our old system? You know, wouldn't it cost less money to run it straight out the back of the house into the old system that's already here if it's functioning properly and it works? This is my plumber outfit. We ain't even gonna check this. We ain't even gonna look at it. It's over. It's done for. Well, I don't understand. I don't understand. Why wouldn't we just check it? Like, what do you mean it's over? What do you mean it's done for? We hadn't checked it yet. I'm still the plumber, even though my hat's gonna come off, but this is exactly what he did to me. What are you even talking about? What are you even talking about? And so now I'm going back to me, and I stood there very calmly. And I was angry. At that very moment, I was angry. And I said, hold on, sir, I don't know what I'm talking about. Because I'm not a plumber. That's why I called the plumber. But if you're gonna stand here on my back patio and try to make me look like a jackass because I don't know about plumbing, which is why I called the plumber, then I don't want you here, sir. Get in your truck and leave. Oh, no, man. No, man. Oh, hold on. No, man. No, man. No, hold on, man. Hold on. No, sir. Please, get in your truck and leave. I do not want to do business with you, because if you come over here and you ask me something about farming, I'm not going to make you look like an idiot. I'm not going to expect you to know that, because guess what, sir? You're a plumber. You're not a farmer. You're a plumber. And so I wouldn't expect you to know about, I can't even wear this now. I can't wear it because it's reminding me of that guy. But he's not a farmer. He's a plumber. So why would I expect him to know about farming? I wouldn't. It's like if he called me over to help him with his cow. Why would I? All right, y'all. So there's the plumber story. And maybe I just spend too much time around animals and horses, and so I see body language. And that's what I focus on, is body language. And so it's like that guy, it's like he put his ears back. It's like he put his ears back. And I was like, hey, stop it. Fix your ears right now. Fix them. It's just like immediate. And I just don't understand, y'all. And so then let me tell you about this. So the other day I called this feed store. I'm not going to say what one, because everything is fine now. I'll tell you why. But anyway, I called this feed store, and it was 5 o'clock. It was like 5:05, and they closed at 5:30. So I was going to be polite. I was going to be very overly respectful. And the lady answers the phone, and she's like, hello, this is blah, blah, blah feed. How can I help you? I said, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I know y'all close in about 20 minutes, but I have to ask you, don't you guys sell fertilizer? And don't y'all read soil tests and tell you what one of the best fertilizer is going to be for your specific property, for your specific pasture? Yes, sir, we do. If you got a soil test, bring it on in. I said, oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I don't have one right now, but I'll get a soil test done, and then I'll bring that report to you guys. Thank you so much. Keep in mind, 25 minutes before they closed, I apologized for calling. Why? I don't know. But as the phone was hanging up, it's a landline, and so you don't just do this and you click in. She has to put it all the way down to the counter. Thank you. Bye-bye. Don't bring it today. As she was hanging up, she said, well, don't bring it today. And the phone clicked off. Now, hold on. I called you and apologized for calling you 20 to 25 minutes before you closed. And then you had a smart remark to say to me before you hung up. Well, don't bring it today. I wasn't. I told you I wasn't. I told you I'm sorry for calling. Why would I come in right before you closed? I think the average Jake would let that go. The average Jake would say, wow, that was rude. And they might not ever shop there. They might not ever shop there again. They might find a new feed store. They might move on. Say, wow, that lady that answers the phone there, she's rude. But that's not me. I called back and I said, ma'am, did you just say don't bring it today? And she started crying. I'm so sorry. I said, ma'am, that's like incredibly rude, incredibly disrespectful. Did I apologize for calling you 25 minutes before you close, and you're going to say that to me? Is this how you treat your customers? So I have to ask, now I have to instigate. Do you know what you've done? Do you understand what you've done wrong? So that's me. And so she started crying and she apologized. I said, you know what? She said, I'm sorry, I'm just tired. I said, well, lady, I'm tired too. I'm tired too. Whatever. She apologized. I said, you know what? It's fine. Please don't have a bad day. Just forget about it. It's okay. And then she hung up. Okay, well, whatever. Goodbye. You know, it's good. We hung up. I felt so awful that about 10 minutes later, it really was like 5 minutes before they closed this time, I called her back again. I called her back again. I said, ma'am, she answered the phone. Feed store. You can tell, feed store. I said, ma'am, are you okay? Yes, sir. I said, ma'am, please, it's okay. Like, I could tell she was hurting. I could tell she felt bad. So I said, ma'am, it's okay. Don't worry about nothing. Everything's fine. Hey, I got to come up there next couple of days for some fertilizer. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine, ma'am. Everything's fine. Okay, thank you. And she hung up. And that was that. So, I don't know. Maybe I got issues. Maybe I'm the one with issues. I got to get to work.